Also in that pressure, he's got to watch out for that EX fade. Usually Semiij, you know, he never throws out the raw roll, but you never know.
I think really the biggest thing in this matchup, especially for Dab, is going to be knowing when to pump those brakes. But a mix-up like that is going to be heavily punished. Decides to spend the meter and stay away from all that damage.
Ooh. Got him with that crossover. It didn't look like it was going to hit. Mileena was in a down 3, and we oh my goodness! And the whiff punish by Semiij keeps him in this corner. Will he go for the setup? Oh, very good armor by Dab though.
He's going to make sure he cannot leave any damage on the table like that. And he cannot be dropping those punishes. It is a huge fault to leave anything by Semiij. But he drops combo, goes for the reverse grab. Dab tries to get the dash punch. And that was so smart by Semiij.
That was incredibly smart by Semiij. He knew it was coming, and it was perfectly spaced for that to happen. And, you know, we don't see Jax a whole lot, so you would think, you know, Semiij may take a game or two just to get comfortable in blocking Jax again, but he has done so good at blocking the mix so far.
Oh, and he's using the standing 4 as that continuer to get all of this juicy damage. Gets the extra ball roll, and then you see all this pressure, but the golden rule, never jump at Semiij, but Dab finally connects the overhead.
Oh, and they traded there. I'm not sure what actually happened, and there it is, the raw roll.
Yeah,
just catches it. It was really good, but we'll see, because Semiij is and just goes right into it. Meter burns, goes for the damage early.
Okay. Wow, even getting almost the max damage. Ends it early to go for the grab, very smart. Now, I think really the key to beating Semiij here is just lock him down. But one little mistake, and he's going to be eating a lot of damage. Gets max damage, going to put himself in the corner immediately. Leatherface, a little bit lacking with the armored options on Wake Up, especially against Mileena. Very nice use of the armored low there. I like what he's doing there, too. He stopped it early because he was trying to bait out something out of Semiij, but Semiij is just this impenetrable wall, and his defense is just... it's shutting Dab down.
Semiij has some of the best defense. Oh, and he committed to the punish. It was just too slow. Yeah, Semiij's defense, though, going back to that point, Semiij's defense, some of the best in the business. Dab looking for the corner here.
That 4-1-7 frames going to be able to do some serious work. There's the pump faking, but a standing 4. Casually
good
throwing it out there. He's trying to keep that pressure going. He's trying to keep that mix-up game going. You see it now. Gets the triple overhead to work. Unfortunately, -1 on hit, so really not too much else you can do there.
It's going to be some good damage for Semiij.
Has that X-ray on deck.
Ooh. Oh my goodness, and all the meter is gone now. Even if he wins this round. But it's okay because Semiij has 0 bars. Oh, good note by Semiij.
Down for the overhead, going for the gimmicks, and he goes for the grab nice tech.
Oh my god, that throw tech was... Who brought you to the show? I mean, he tried the Leatherface. It almost seemed to work. But he's going back to the bread and butter, as you said. Jumps over the side. On the trade.
And these casual standing 4s in by Semiij. I've never seen him do that. With a down 4, get the hit frames, and he's really... This is what he wanted to do. He's going to push him all the way to the corner immediately, but Semiij is working with almost 3 bars. You know what's coming on Wake Up. But a down 3...
It looks like what Dab is looking for is he's trying to down 3 just in case Semiij tries to EX fade out, which is a good option. But sometimes you just have to roll with it and gamble if he's going to use the EX fade as a wake up. And this is going to do some good damage. Not going to quite kill, but maybe the setup will. And Dab just let go. Yep.
Dab kind of might be kicking himself just a little bit, but he really... Here's the thing with Dab. He's having great starts to these matches. And then eventually, just like with anything else, whoever goes up against Semiij, he gets that train going. There's no stopping it.
That's absolutely correct. Such good defense, such good offense. There's a reason that Semiij is #1 right now.
And that use of the 4-3 by Dab at the ground pound connects, but unfortunate drop.
We saw that a lot on Sunday versus Vendetta. I think every ground pound that Dab decided to do actually worked, and he got the full combo, and he's going to have to break that. That would have been huge damage.
There goes that meter. It has almost become a touch of death situation for Dab. He needs to be very careful throwing out any gaps in his pressure, and this is
Milk breaker.
To 100%.
Oh, and the
reverse grab, that was smart.
Very smart by Semiij.
Grandmaster's going to help pump those brakes a little bit and help him control the pace of the match, but that quick down 4 to get the first hit and those instant as all hell air gun shots are really going to be the key here.
Right from the start of the match, too.
Here we go, 39% into that hard knockdown. Beautiful blocks by Forever King, but the corner is really not where Sub-Zero wants to be. He wants to have his back away from the corner for as long as possible, and that was an extremely fast round number 1. That clean jumping punch by Fox just started everything, and then Forever King just couldn't keep the distance. Go use that interactable, gets out of the corner, very smart. Now just keep his distance, try to get that life lead, but SonicFox with the clean back 1.
Such a good hit confirmed by Sonic. Oh, and a backdash.
The corner.
And King just not really to get any momentum going here, and the clean jump in over the ice ball.
I mean, SonicFox is just reading him like a book, and this might actually, 4-3-4, gonna keep it safe. Quick 18%.
Actually.
And you know what, man? For the last week, top 8, he wants to try and bring out some sort of ace in his sleeve. We'll have to see if it pays off, but obviously SonicFox have played a numerous amount of Quan players, Illusions being one of the cream of the crop, so he won't be lost in this matchup either. No switches positions there.
Okay, King just
He's having a lot of try. You see the backdash. He just wants to get away. He knows Quan's defensive options are very limited. But the down 3 in the overhead. Vanilla MKX. Here we go. He's going to switch positions and get the hard knockdown. The portal is now.
This is where Quan turns into an absolute monster. And he could have got so much more off of that punish.
And this is an absolute heartbreaker. If he gets opened up again, that had to have been an there.
Break. Or doesn't drop it, I'm sorry. Yeah, oh my goodness. The momentum shift there. And King actually could have closed that round out. But the
at the very least, get him off his meter.
Sonic counter poking with some armor there.
Barely gets that portal, and then down 3 in the overhead is going to work again. Interesting choice moving away from the portal. Nice backdash though, but SonicFox is just relentless in this rushdown playstyle. They go plus frames all over the board. Back 2. Old habits die hard. Gonna have to break here.
Oh
and
my God,
laying it all out on the line. I mean,
nothing to back it up.
It a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you gamble it all right there.
But now we're already sitting in a game 3 situation. Fox on set point already with Cassie, and King is gonna stick with Sorcerer. But he's gonna go for the more zoning-oriented playstyle. It's a smart move, but at the same time, one little mistake keeps him out of that portal.
Oh, and the armored interactable completely whiffed. SonicFox taking complete advantage of it. 42% off of that dropped interactable. The whip flip kick.
And you see now Fox is respecting the overhead that usually comes after, but he just lets it rip.
Oh, and that
jump punch and a switch.
I felt like that NJP was just gonna completely miss for some reason. And Sonic here on set point now.
This is just Forever King needs to make something happen. There needs to be some sort of switch. 4-4 to telestop. Oh, got a nice backdash hit, but unfortunate no punish. Didn't really.
Oh my goodness!
And that is not a combo, sir.
Are we sure this is King playing right now? This is so uncharacteristic of him playing like this.
This is not the King that we recognize. Unfortunate, he gets the ball rolling and then immediately almost seems to just give it up on the verge of being eliminated quickly, and the armor breaks. So smart. One last ditch effort, and then the EX flip kick eliminating the gap, and that was quick. That was a lightning fast set. Forever King eliminated first round in the top 8. Fox will advance into the semifinals, which means for the semifinals we are going to have
where they were both just teleporting together. Mingle Jester obviously using Pyro, and we're into this right now. Rewind actually using Hollywood Cassie.
I respect it. You know what? Cassie, on paper, seems to do fairly well against Tweedy, especially when she has bar. Use the invincibility frames to get immediately out of that mixed game. But it's a matter of if his Cassie is going to be able to be on par with Tweedy's Kenshi. It's a nice grab in the corner, and that corner pressure is so hard to get out with. Tweedy using the bar to just do what he can to get out of it, but the flip kick.
That was actually so good. That flip kick is just...
Like he's buffering it. He's just waiting for that teleport.
It's such a fast normal that it's going to blow up that teleport. It's going to blow up any gap. It is dangerous up close, but can always be meter burned if it needs to be. And Rewind went with those instant air guns right in Tweedy's face. Here we go. Tweedy getting a little bit of offense going. Oh, and he broke the armor.
That was beautiful by Rewind to have the presence of mind to get that EX flip kick, be that it is much faster than the regular counterpart. But Tweedy not being phased, keeping his distance, keeping his patience as much as possible. He has the life lead, he has all this space to work with right now, but the instant air gunshots are going to prove to be a problem. Just inching his way in. Oh, and a trip guard!
This could be bad.
This is going to do it? That's chip, guaranteed chip. Wow.
Rewind going up 1-0 on Tweedy with a character we don't
hand. Maybe he's just really confident in his Cassie to pull it out first-handed in the top 8, and it's proving to be a really smart idea so far. Not to say his Displacer Raiden couldn't be doing some damage, but he is just all over Tweedy. Tweedy has barely had a chance to breathe, and a breaker trying to turn things around here.
We've kind of seen that all night. We've had, you know, Sonic versus King. It was a 3-0. King just not really able to get anything going. Dab versus Semiij. Dab not really, you know, able to clutch one out, 3-0. And a poke into the flip kick. My goodness, Rewind he's just, everything is going in his favor right now.
And I respect the decisions to be doing things like that because he had the life. There's no reason to really not take a risk. Even when he gets opened up by Tweedy, it hasn't been much damage. Here comes Tweedy, getting the ball rolling, not letting up. Very smart. Throws the barrel.
Oh, and went for the NJP just a little bit out of range. Rewind able to hit him out of the air, overhead.
There you go, nice block on that low demon, scouting out the armor.
Oh, and a very good back 1-2 whip punish by Rewind.
Oh, he just runs straight through it, no stamina to really get the full combo in there. And he's waiting for it.
Oh my god.
The invincibility frames.
3-0 tonight. Or if Tweedy can put...
I mean, at this rate, oh my god, the neutral jump punch at the start of the match.
Actually really good, yeah.
And it really is. One of the only things he's really lacking here is that he's being so passive in the beginning, and then he doesn't know how to stop Rewind. But even now, Rewind just letting it rip again, committing to the 50-50. It's a smart way to go.
Oh, and a very good catch by Tweedy here.
There you go. Very lucky break by Tweedy to stuff that flip kick just in time. Got the massive damage and secured, I think, his first round of the set. And the trade there, at least damage for Tweedy's side, but Rewind had the chance to get him off. And now he's going to work with these instant air gunshots to throw off Tweedy's timing.
Tweedy just
corner
tried to jump out there, and that's going to be a full combo. Oh
wow,
my goodness.
And 3 flip kicks.
15 million flip kicks in one combo, 34%. Jesus Christ, rewind, please.
Wow,
Oh
and just letting the flip. What is this Cassie? Like, we've never seen his Cassie, and he's on the verge of 3-0ing one of the most dominant players of Season 2.
The one thing I'd like to see Tweedy do is when he sees that EX flip kick, just go with the push or the back forward 3. You know, I'm pretty sure it should whip punish. Me not being a Cassie or a Kenshi player, that may be wrong, but seems like it'd work.
At this rate, everything seems to be working for Rewind right now, but Tweedy's not ready to give up. Yeah, you see him, he's getting that momentum going, just running in full screen, trying to make something work, but a reverse grab by Rewind to get back in that advantageous positioning. He really has space to work with.
And you see what I'm talking about. Tweedy has kept himself in this corner just standing and blocking. And that is not something you want to do against Cassie. This could be chip out. Tweedy has got to work with something here. Oh my goodness.
Don't count him out yet. Oh, but the armor. That's
a really hype set.
I mean, anything with Dragon, just to be able to watch competitors at this level, you have no idea what they're going to be capable of and what we're going to get to see. But Deoxys getting clipped by the EX Hellspark. Wow, and the hit confirmed the follow. So good.
And the overhead works. Oh my goodness, Dragon. This vortex is ridiculous. Into a throw. That's going to be 16%.
Coming out swinging like McGregor, just immediately melting Deoxys' health. Now he's kind of sitting comfortably, just going to let the Hellsparks roll and do the rest of the damage. A quick first round for Dragon.
We'll see what Deoxys has in store here. I know Deoxys wants a lot more than just a top 8.
And the best thing about Dragon with that imposter Shinnok is his use of that shoulder charge. He just seems to know when to do it and always keeps a bar meter just in case he has to keep it safe. Because Deoxys was waiting for that jumping punch and got blown out by it.
That was such a ballsy poke out by Deoxys challenging that vortex.
He's going to need to challenge a lot of that stuff, though. If you really think about it, Jacqui hits like an absolute truck. You see, they're disrespecting those frames. That's the best way to get the momentum in your favor. Very nice use of the stagger there. Just going to keep his distance. No reason to really... Oh, no, he spins to both bars. Now, forward or back? Oh, he's going for chip?
And there it is. Deoxys. Probably good to say he's a Kitana main, so we'll see. He is going Assassin, though.
Oh, he is going to go Assassin. Okay, so he's going to keep his distance. That parry could be of use, but he needs to establish a threat early on. Dragon, obviously no stranger to this character. Going to be a lot harder to open him up, but Deoxys is getting a back grab on him. Going to keep his back in the open space. Very smart move. But Dragon, you take a look at his patience. Waiting for the right time to hit him with that shoulder guard.
And the run-up throw. Oh no, and just missed the ensnare fan. And a very good catch. No mix.
That is not a drop I want to make. Deoxys could have closed out this first round, but he gave Dragon a breath of fresh air. He needs to be way more on point. He might want to consider breaking here, but he's going to save his meter, of course, for that X-ray. If he chooses to use it, nobody spends the bar. And that forward too. Just clipping Dragon, and Deoxys taking the first round, has the meter advantage, and has the positioning advantage. Very smart. But Dragon is going to stay patient.
We've seen Dragon in many clutch situations able to just close it out when you think he's not going to make it. Oh, and a very good catch by Deoxys right there, getting him out of the teleport.
Getting that max damage in there into the hard knockdown, and here comes some nice little plus frames, but you see Dragon disrespecting and trying to make it his third as quickly as possible. And what's the mix? Gets clipped by the back three. Gotta watch your head. This is just a blender.
And another overhead.
Again. Oh, and you see Deoxys knows he does not have the meter. At the very least, gonna make just build as much meter as possible for that third round if it comes to it. And it's just not going to take any risks.
Okay, he's got to make a decision now.
He can still make things work here.
Drop the combo, but is that it? Very good catch by the Oxus there. Dragon does have breaker. He just got stamina back. Okay, he's not unbreakable. And Dragon dies with 3 bars, and now we're going into a Royal Storm versus Assassin matchup.
You know what? We kind of saw this coming eventually, especially after what we saw last match. Immediately off of Imposter, back to Royal Storm, who really is the character that he's normally sticking with, at least out of the gate. But that down 3 in the Rising Blades, the Dragon special, works 60% of the time, every time. And they're just going to be trading these fans. Throws Blanche, getting her out of the way.
Oh, the whiff!
Blanche.
That was so good by Dragon, just spacing it out and making that entire string whiff.
We go, and the Master of Stagger. Dragon going for the little bits of damage, not too worried about for the big hitting combos. He knows he's patient enough to let the small hits count. Go clips him with the forward damage. Very day and night performance by Dragon so far, but Deoxys not out of it just yet. At the very least, I know he's going to want to try and switch positions here if he can make it happen, but Dragon's going to spend that bar, get the chip out, build a little bit of extra meter.
Round 2, fight.
Oh, and that float might have actually just saved him with the 1-on-1 right through the float. Very smart by Deoxys, stopping Dragon in his tracks. And the Assassin won to close out that combo.
A lot of Kitana matchup knowledge here. Both of these players knowing this character inside and out. And Dragon just caught him with the jump. Oh, and a very good just wake up buttons.
That was so savage. But you know, at the same time, Dragon's been really kind of off with his meaty setups, and Deoxys smelled it a mile away. And again, just disrespecting it. I like it. It's working. Why not?
Sometimes you know, cancel characters and anything of the like. You just got to challenge it sometimes and say, you know what, your execution is going to have to be on point if you want to do this. And Deoxys is doing a very good job of that right now.
Keeping the distance. Deoxys running right in, stopping Dragon from getting that fan lift off. Dragon's going to keep his meter, knowing that it won't do too much damage. But the follow-up into that chip.
Oh, almost got that conversion too.
And the reversal armor, very smart. Deoxys on the verge here.
Oh, and a very good throw. That had to be max range. That reach was so far. Challenges the float. Dragon does have an X-ray, but he wants to get him at least past 50% before he lets that thing rip. Oh, and a very
good letting it rip.
In this thing, or I'm sorry, Sonic is still in this thing. Dragon's got to, you know, he doesn't want Sonic to have a better place than he does. And a very good crouch right there into the 4-2. Oh my goodness, and again.
Dragon on his last ditch effort, switching to Bone Shaper, which we rarely see. But Deoxys with these clean punishes. This is a tough opponent to beat. Deoxys in the driver's seat right now. 2 bars to work with, gonna immediately break, spare him that extra damage. But his meter management has been so on point. Finally puts the parry in there just to keep himself at a significant advantage. Dragon putting his back into the corner, away from the corner.
Interactable into the 4-2. Parry, that thing is so scary. I didn't mean for that to happen, but it did just rhyme. And Hell Sparks, meter burns. Dragon almost has a bar back. Health is essentially even.
Now, obviously, being that Shinnok has that forward 4 to work with.
Oh my goodness, that was so good.
That parry by Assassin is really not going to be too much of a threat because the parry does not parry lows.
That's
so that
right.
forward 4 is still very much a threat.
And that down 4 into Hell Sparks, as we all know and love. It is a thing.
Why is it a thing, though? Why has Paulo cursed us with down 4 Hell Sparks?
Oh my goodness, that conversion, almost.
Dragon apparently just seeming to start to wake up here. But Deoxys not ready to give it out yet. But and there's that 4-4.
And very good. Finally.
Oh, it is 2-2. Wow, so this is a game 5 situation. I didn't even notice.
Oh, and just put himself in the corner there. Caught him with the low. Deoxys running away with this thing pretty quick.
Look at all of this damage. He'll still have some meter to work with. The down 2. There's all those staggers. You see Dragons just frantically trying to get Deoxys away from him. Waking up again, going for the Hell Sparks. Gonna whip back 3, going completely unpunished. Deoxys. Going for the
Deoxys on set point to move on to top 4. Dragons really got to find
This is just gonna sit back. In a perfect world, he's gonna save up for that extra.
Oh, and he went for the interactable. For some reason, decided to go in, despite having the first round won. Had a lot of the stage behind him, and a good crossover. Very nice.
No, here comes that clean jump, and you're going to see a lot of juicy damage. Dragon, no meter to break here. Into a nice little setup there. Goes into the grab, looking to even out that life lead, and you see, look at his meter right now. Barely's almost working on, was working on almost 3 bars, but now going for the breaker, sitting on nothing.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god! Okay, please. Deoxys is so good with that. Recognizing on Oki. Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, Dragon.
I respect it. I respect it. That was a goofy looking hit confirm, but nice and easy. And here comes another hit confirm.
There it is again.
You know what, that's 24% off those down ones. Yeah, I guess so.
Hey, nerf Shinnok down 1, please.
Yeah, please.
Too much damage.
Paula, what are you doing, man?
down 1 and a forward 4. Deoxys falling apart here. He does have 2 bars.
And he's just watching this set just leave his hands. He needs to be careful. The down 1 whip, but no punish.
Okay, he does have another bar to work with.
Oh, there's going to be a lot of damage.
Shot. Oh my goodness. 45% already, and we're not even done. 49%.
Doesn't have a bar to work
Jesus
up.
Christ.
This could be chip.
And that's going to do it. Deoxys is moving on to top.
We'll have to see which one takes the win.
A very good down 1 anti-air, starting it off already. Semiij 24%.
Fox immediately starting the match by breaking the golden rule. Do not jump at this man, let alone Mileena herself.
Oh, and no conversion there. No hit confirm. And Semiij just on some
grab hits.
A lot of pokes. Very good.
The pokes.
Oh my goodness, this conversion right now.
Semiij pretty much knows the right conversion for the max amount of damage off of pretty much any hit that connects. As does SonicFox, but Semiij has this just relentless playstyle that really makes it hard for you to think on your feet.
Oh, and then draw down 2 right there. And he actually punished the whip recovery of that down 3.
Good
Okay,
back
good
wanting straight through it. Disrespecting that space, that's really what Fox is going to want to do here, and just keep Semiij in that blender for as long as possible, because if Semiij gets something started, it is going to be extremely scary.
Good
Very
blocks
nice
again.
blocks. You said Semiij is just so hard to open up, but the chip damage is counting for itself, and letting that flip kick rip. Very smart by Fox, and we are in round number 3 already. If I was a betting man, this is going to game 5.
Oh, it better. Every time they've met so far, it's been a game 5. And it doesn't need to change now.
No, especially not for the last week of top 8. That down 4, amazing tool getting under a lot of Mileena's normals. Fox with a beautiful fake out into a trip guard.
Good conversion by Sonic. And you can see, just in such little time, Sonic has turned this around. Now Semiij is on his heels, and that's going to be chip out. Ethereal Mileena. They've both been here many times before.
Wow, and just the reactions and the execution to blow up the use of the interactable with those instant air gun shots. And Semiij quickly getting the positioning advantage. There you go. This is that ball. This is the tool that we were talking about.
Oh my goodness. He was in perfect position to use that back two. And we see that so much. That back two is just... It's so good.
Wow, and staggering the baton string. Very smart. Fox going to get some juicy damage. Semiij opting to save his meter. No doubt we might see a wake-up here. He didn't have to deal with the chip.
Good poke by Sonic there.
There you go. That was so smart, knowing that there was a gap in that string to be able to just armor out right there. And you saw Semiij is really respecting Fox's down three because he's kind of waiting for the flip kick to follow afterwards.
Oh, and Semiij actually got him with the setup there for the crossover jumping punch. Very good conversion by Sonic.
So smart, using that EX phase out. Getting right through those plus frames, and as quickly as Fox had the first round, Semiij answers back. Virtually identical meter for both players. They're going to save his meter, goes for the normal nut punch. Very smart block on the down four. Did not want anything else to do with that, with Fox's aggression.
Sonic tried to blow it up again.
Oh, that forward three will rarely connect on Fox. Fox running up, getting a grab for a quick 12%. And there's those instant gunshots just slowly adding up the damage.
Ooh!
That whiff punish on the telekick was insane. It's the little things like that to be able to think at such a fast pace. That's what you need to defeat a player like Semiij. And another trip guard. Gonna spend both bars. What's the mix?
Oh, he almost got the chip out, and he will. SonicFox up 2-0 against King. We just saw a very different King play tonight, but regardless, Sonic has just been on a tear tonight. He has not lost a game yet. Those back two staggers on the crouch.
He let go of block to duck under the high and punish. You never see something like that, especially against Semiij, due to how fast he plays. You know, getting the plus range in there, keeping the pressure on for as long as possible, barely missing a whiff punish. Some nice damage by Semiij.
Oh, and a very good NJP. That was perfect.
There you go. It got Fox off of the meter, but the back one gonna cleanly hit Semiij. Almost had that conversion. That might have been able to close out the round, but one more hit by either player will do it.
That was perfect. Back 1-2 at its finest.
There you go. Fox is he's mixing it up so perfectly between going for pressure. Oh, but just misses the jumping punch. Didn't have the faith to think that it would connect. All the stagger pressure by Mileena is so hard to deal with, but Fox is handling it really well.
Yes, he is. And Semiij tried to down one anti-air there. Teleports back. And another throw whiffs.
Fox is on the verge of, he's on set point right now. This is not exactly the position Semiij is used to being in.
And Semiij has no meter right now. Sonic still has a breaker to go through.
And you know what the craziest thing is? When he gets the jumping punch, when he gets the cross-up, one more mix, he's going to get Fox off of his bar. No doubt that's what he wants. Beautiful tech grab.
Semiij looking for that invincible nut punch again. This won't kill, but Sonic has the meter to chip out if he chooses to.
He was on point. There's no telling what his Tremor can bring to the table. Just letting it rock with the EX rock hand there. Getting the first hit, but now eating all of this damage.
All this damage, the corner push. But the problem is, the Oxus has got to try and stay away from that corner as much as he can, because we know how crystalline is in the corner, especially when he's flexed up. But Kitana does have decent armor at her side as well.
very smart by Deoxys, just kind of challenging him in the air. He's going to very easily establish that air dominance, and that was such a sweet move. Ducking that,
make sure he didn't get the flags.
Being it out to high and punishing.
Get it down once.
Oh, and no flash parry there. Might have been an input error. That no doubt might have been able to close up the round for him, but here comes all the plus frames that Tremor offers, and the armor is straight through it. Deoxys, I would say, almost stealing that round away. Rewind a few execution errors that really could have got him that round.
Flexes up.
It's a really tough thing here, especially from full screen. Tremor's going to have a lot of trouble getting that flex going due to the threat of the fan. But the full stream, flash parry, not going to be able to do too much work. Kitana has a very generous amount of recovery for fans.
Very good armor again, challenging all of those cancels and mix.
Reverse has 2 buttons to work with. Now he has to break. That could have been death. Still has one more chance to switch positions. Tremor, obviously an absolute monster in the corner, but needs to switch positions and fast. Deoxys giving it to him, letting the mix happen. What's the magic?
Oh my god, such good armor and the brutal.
You waste my time.
Wow. And
Matchup is Flame Fist. Kitana's going to have a lot of options, especially with her parry, and especially with her rising blades after that Fist Fury. The Windmill Punch. Or she can actually just jump out of it.
That match was beautiful. He goes for the forward 2-2, rewind, expecting a stagger, tries to interrupt it, but Deoxys had that EX blades. Going for the EX fans and punish him accordingly, but rewind pumping the brakes, but no punish! Beautiful flash clear to follow though. Man, look at that ship.
It's insane. And especially in the corner, if he opens up Deoxys in the corner, such good damage. Oh,
that is a punish!
Punish!
Now this won't kill, but Rewind still won't have meter to wake up, so he has to eat whatever comes next.
Oh, and just got tagged. He got tagged before the low. Maybe going for the parry. He may have gone for the parry. He got hit by the low. Nice armor by Deoxys.
A bat out of hell.
Goes for the overhead, down 3. Nice throw. Counter poke throw is one of the best tools in the game.
Well, that corner damage was eating Rewind alive, so he knew he had to get out of there. But the little bits of damage by Rewind are just not adding up. There's not enough threat there. And wow,
oh my god,
down 2, definitely in his favor.
Just got to be careful. There's a huge gap at the end of that windmill punch on block. He's got to be careful what he throws out. Oh, and a very nice catch.
And that's definitely going to be chip. Ooh, that was scary for Rewind. He was almost on the verge of going down 2-0, but he kept his composure, and he's going for the chip damage. Mainly, more than half of his damage being dealt has been chip.
Oh, and that was such a good down 3, but wasn't able to capitalize, and Deoxys taking full advantage, 32%. I feel like he could have got more out of that combo.
Here he goes, switching positions again. Doing everything he can to keep the distance from the corner, and at least keep his back in the open space. So keeping it simple, and he's really fishing with that parry. It's been working a lot, but the threat alone just doesn't seem to be working for Deoxys.
Oh my god, the down 2.
What was
Jesus.
That?
Oh my god.
That was awesome.
But we'll see here with Deoxys. It's not a variation you see very often, but when you do, if you don't know that matchup, it can get really ugly.
That is very true. Maybe he's kind of banking on that. The lack of matchup knowledge is a huge deal.
Drop payload.
Oh, and the missile just runs straight through.
Target mark.
Okay, it looks
there's
like
the blast.
everyone. Yep. Rewind definitely knows a little bit about this variation. Not going to get gimmicked out today.
And it's good because that showing that just display of matchup knowledge is really gonna. I think it's gonna kind of stop Deoxys from pulling out any shenanigans, but getting a little bit of extra damage in there.
Back 1-2s from Rewind right now.
Is this death?
I don't know. Oh my goodness. 40%.
What?
Rewind.
That was like
my
the swaggiest combo too. That was so beautiful. Just missing the interactable though. Make some positions there.
Oh, that could have been a full punish.
Rewind springing to life here. Doing so much better. The down two, breaking the armor.
The armor. Oh my god, Rewind is on a tear right now. Has all the momentum.
Inbound.
Oh, it
doesn't get
stops
to call
the
it
missile
out.
from coming out. So nice.
And that was a good throw too, because now Deoxys. Oh my god.
Crazy his pressure was the second time around. Go again, the flame fist on.
Yeah, you do not want to get hit by a fireball when those hands are lit up like that. That's not a trade in anybody's favor but Liu Kang's. Lots of jumping right now.
Gox is spending both bars now to deal out some nice damage. Still has a bar to work with after the combo ends, but Rewind really just needs to open him up once, put him into the corner, and this is what we're talking about. And what's going to be the mix? Oh, and the interactable to get out. This stage definitely proving to be useful with interactables. Rewind, look how quickly he's evening up that life lead.
Yeah, it happens quick with Flame Fist and a flying
What
kick to
happened
close
to
it out.
Deoxys' life lead?
I don't know, and he's got 3 bars. He lost the round with all the money.
Rewind sitting on set point, looking to put
Good
himself into the
punish.
finals, but a beautiful clean punish by Deoxys. Deoxys sitting on 3 bars to work with. Will use that X-ray if he needs to, but for the meantime, going to be spending the bar. Going for a little bit of chip. Ooh, just letting the string rock. Very smart.
Deoxys tried to go for that whiff punish and just got caught out of it, but not. Oh, and he broke the armor with the back 1-2. And wake up armor again by Deoxys.
What are these conversions by Rewind?
And caught him with the low, and he has no breaker. That's it.
Oh, and here comes the sweat. Oh, he doesn't sweat. Oh, and the teeth come back.
Oh boy, send
Very
a message.
worthy. I think that was a...
Let's go.
We'll have to see, man. 2s, Echo Fox's symbols all around. We got the Hero Gaming symbols as well. Let's see what we
use
got.
those.
Get up, get down.
Now, Fox is going with Brawler. I think it's a really smart choice considering the mix of the command grabs are so deadly.
And the
But
raw
Rewind-
Superman. My goodness.
Rewind's not pulling any punches. He went straight to his main as Displacer. He wouldn't dare go Hollywood against the Cassie of the world. Oh, and a beautiful block, and here
That
comes
was
the
an
punish.
excellent punish. And this is big damage. That would have been 41% in the NJP.
One more hit. 1-1-2 straight there, going for the plus frames.
Very
and
good.
that was insanely well played by Rewind, scouting out that command grab and punishing.
If Sonic would have blocked the forward 4, he would have been +6. He could have got a forward 1-2. You know, easily for Chip at that amount of health that Sonic had, and the grab puts him back in the corner.
Oh,
Good
and a beautiful conversion. So Rewind keeping his distance. Remember, Rewind and Fox have played in the past, and it has always came down to the wire. This set might be no different. But the way it's looking, Rewind seems to have the better hand against Fox right now.
Yes, he does. And
And
this
that was
could
so
actually
smart.
kill
That was...
really well. And I don't think Sonic's ever going to pick Sector against something like Displacer.
Maybe this is really the only option for Fox right now in his variety of characters. But you see now, Rewind is just... He's being slippery, and it's working out so well. This almost looks like it gets Fox a little bit over-anticipating what Rewind is going to do. Goes for the jump kick. Very nice by Fox. Not going to challenge the air just yet. Has to break.
That was actually a really good counter poke, but the invincible wake-up nut punch. And Sonic just going for the chip out. Safe. Backdash.
Oh, you knew it was coming. Rewind. Just getting clipped by the instant air guns. But neither player has any meter to really work with. Fox now finally sitting on a bar. A beautiful whip punish by Rewind.
And also, if Rewind wins versus Sonic, we'll have 2 ties in points. Tweedy and Sonic will be tied. Rewind and Young Monster will be tied. This single match determines seeds 2 and 6 for the grand finals.
Down when you see how many times they're disrespecting each other's plus frames, and it's a smart move to make because both characters are so technical with their pressure.
This is gonna do it, actually. And the brutality.
You know it.
Hey, you know what? Pull it out, but you know what? Rewind's looking to be one hell of a monster to take down. Empty jump back in the vicinity pass. Okay, this guy's a god.
Okay, goes for the interactable.
Shutting him down from full screen. The EX teleport, nice and quick to get that whip punish, and the execution.
Good block.
And the bait!
That is 64% and 2 punishes right there. The health goes away really quick and a down 1 into a shocker.
Fox just blinked and then it was over. That first round was all Rewind right there. You can see Rewind not too happy with getting his head popped off last match, but even now...
And a very... That was such a good trip guard.
That was not patient by Rewind. Laying it all out on the table. Beautiful idea by Fox to just pump the brakes and wait for it.
Sometimes, you know, you just gotta let it go and say, you know what, don't forget about this option that I have. I can throw my body across the screen in the blink of an eye. Good backdash.
It's the savagery of the young ones, man. Rewind being one of the youngins in the scene, just letting it all happen. Something about being young and just the savage just happens to work.
We see it a lot, man. Most notorious is Scar with his overhead teleports with smoke. Rewind still trying to get that damage.
One in the teleport was so good.
Will he force the break?
He still believes. Oh no!
He went for it and burned the bar.
Final round.
You don't want to do stuff like that. You need as much bar as you can. Look at all this damage. Gonna let it rock. Oh, and the forward one, but didn't have enough faith to convert. And this is just a clinic right now. That corner pressure is so hard to deal with. Down 1 shocker, trying to keep himself, give him some space, and scouting out that
great punish.
And just free chip from full screen. But Rewind sticking at it with Displacer.
Good forward one.
Go.
37%
already
on the anti-air. 1 bar. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's a hell of a conversion there. Just keeping his distance. He knows he doesn't need to challenge the space. He has all that life to work with, and this should close it out.
Oh, and it's not going to quite kill. Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay.
That was a read and a half.
Oh my god. Okay.
Rewind on the verge of possibly putting us in another Game 5 situation. Fox, no doubt, does not want that to happen as much as we do.
Very good wake up there.
Wow, and probably one of the first drops of the night by Rewind. Back to letting it rip, forcing Fox.
That would have been huge damage. 46% at the least.
Goes for the forward grab instead. Very smart by Fox. And another
anti-airs are
anti-air
on
by
point.
Rewind.
Oh my god, kept it safe just in case. 11% goes with the overhead.
Oh no. Oh no, put a drop, wait!
Okay.
That was so smart. Goes for the reverse grab. A game
Actually was seeding and these two going into the finals themselves.
Come on, let me see it, man. Let me see either the HARA emotes or the E-Fox emotes. That's all I want to see. Flood the chat. Who do you have?
Very good.
Armoring through
Armoring,
the baton
yeah.
string. Gets the plus frame.
Good block
Baiting
again.
the armor. Rewind with the punish to follow.
And you don't want to do that too many times against a 6-frame Punisher. And this, if he doesn't drop it, this is going to do it. And he does drop it. Overhead,
Right,
catch
all
him out of the
that
poke.
And there you go. There's the vicinity blast. Get those chat emotes going before it's too late. Rewind on tournament point for the night. Fox needs to make something happen.
Oh, good block by Sonic. Good patience. Oh, and the conversion right
Look at
now.
that conversion.
4-4. Very. Oh my God, he's got Sonic on his heels. He is waking up. He has 1 bar left. Sonic's got to think of something here.
Against the
counter
big
poke.
boot. Fox going for
It
the
does
flip
low
kick
crush.
again, but drops the combo. Another conversion.
No, he drops it. +6. Puts himself in the corner. If Sonic can get 1
Rewind
combo.
so close to closing it out, but Fox not ready to give up just yet. Still has 2 bars to work with.
Sonic trying everything, and everything is whipping
So
down
tense.
1. Sonic still has 2 bars. Good block and a down 1. And the Shocker is going to take it. Rewind wins the very last week. Week 12 of the Kombat Cup going into finals. And it looks like Rewind will have 710 points.
That
My
was
goodness.
insane. He finally took down not only once, but now twice. Rewind has
Twice.
taken out Fox.